Coffee is hot. Let's get to work. What is good, YouTube? This is OWS the King for OWS the King Gaming, your hub for casual gaming. OWS the King Gaming Impressions podcast. Not really sure this is a placeholder. No, not really sure. Not even sure if this is a podcast. But what I do know that this is the third time I tried to do this. We've had so many technical issues. This was supposed to drop hours ago, and it's been a mess. So if you do any form of content, you've had these type of issues where you made long drawn out content, you put everything into it, you talked your ass off, you're not even much of a talker, and you put so much effort into it just to have it fuck up on you at the end. And that's what happened to me, not once but twice. And usually the first time you can scrounge up some some fortitude and be like, yeah, okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Learn from our mistakes. But the second time it happens, you throw your hands up and you're like, you know what? I'm done. And I was kind of like that. I already put a post on my on the channel saying that this was basically good to go. Jotted down the topics and everything, and had some technical issues. I'll just leave it at that. Y'all don't want to hear my sob story, but it's I was about done. I was like, you know what? I got a lot of regular content to post. Had a lot of gameplay stuff, had a lot of other videos that I just already cooking, ready to go and drop on YouTube. Why do I need to do this? Well, it's because if you're a content creator and you love doing this shit, you don't care. You want to see it done. And that's what I'm doing here, man. So fucked up twice. I had to go to sleep on it, man. I had to go to sleep on it and let it sort its way out. Had a better mentality about it when I got up, got me some coffee and was like, okay, let's run it back for the second time. So if you guys not getting this now, if you're not hearing this video, then something happened again, and I just said F it, and I took the L of let's not get to it. So what is going on? What is going on today? Games that I've been playing. I want to talk about a little bit about that. We will get into that. A couple other things that I wanted to kind of put out there. A lot of stuff happened in the game space. A lot of end of the year recaps happen. You play PlayStation, you play your Xbox, you play Nintendo. They're pushing these out. They keep your data. They keep your data, however you think about that and stuff. It's that's another discussion, but they know what you're doing, what you're playing, and then they put it in a nice little package and say, well, you spend this many hours doing this, you spend that many hours doing that. So you get these in an email and they tell you about it, and then I don't know, do you feel good about this shit? Like, oh, do you want to recap, or do you even know how much time you spend on playing games? Well, I got my PlayStation one, and we'll talk more about that because I clearly didn't spend a lot of time on PlayStation 5 or 4 games this year. So we'll get into that. Also, I like to talk about this is the one that I really care about. Is my music recap. I have Amazon. I know a lot of people have Spotify and what have you. A lot of people are basically, they use Spotify. I never used Spotify. I always thought that shit was tied with Apple, and I'm an Android dude, so I don't fuck with it. So we'll I use Amazon Music, and I've been using that for the past, I want to say, 6 years at least. And every year, yeah, they'll throw me a playlist. They'll make a playlist of stuff that I that I'm basically listening to on my past playlist, but with a little new stuff sprinkled in there and stuff. I am very, when it comes to old school and the type of music that I listen to, I'm stuck in my ways. A lot of 90s hip hop, 90s R&B, early 2000 hip hop, early 2000s R&B, with some new stuff here and there. And when it catches my ear and stuff, I fucks with it. So we'll talk about that. One artist stuck with me this year that's in the playlist heavy. So we'll talk about that. What else happened? What else happened? The Game Awards happened. It went the way that everybody assumed that it was going to do. Game of the year was Claire Obscure 33. Nah. I mean, I have showed and talked about my distaste for the game. No. Well, if you watch the video, I'll definitely either link it at the end or what. I definitely expressed my distaste for the game. I have a video all about it. Definitely didn't go well with the majority of you nerds, but I mean, I also don't give a shit. I mean, just like you all talk shit about whatever that y'all talk shit about and stuff, and then say, "Oh, it's my opinion." Well, it's my opinion. I think that game is a snooze fest. But did it have a lot of competition this year? I'm actually legit asking, because the way I played games this year was very, very different. I leaned into the retro, and I leaned into another whole topic that I don't know if I'm going to talk about it on this video or have it for next week, because that can be a whole thing within itself. Honestly, we're probably going to do that, and we'll talk about that, because it's other games that I want to talk about that I actually spend my time on, and yeah, we'll get into that. But yeah, Claire Obscure won. No surprise, they won a few awards. The fact that it was some YouTubers that was with us. See, I told you so. I told you they was going to win. No, nobody was doubting that shit at this point. When after a couple of months that the game was released, when everybody was still double-handed hawk touring that the game, they knew that was going to be game of the year. It's just what it is. Everybody other than myself, I guess, in unison was praising this game. And this is gonna be a little side tangent. And hey, this is a podcast and shit, so these run long and stuff. So hey, if you want it, I'm hoping to God that I have enough in me to make timestamps. If not, excuse me, fast forward this a little bit and stuff if you don't want to hear bullshit ranting. But this is me, and it's not even the whole rant. I just got something to say. It's crazy how people put their contradictions out on display. And I just want to point out this one thing. I got so much flack. And you could go to that the video and all these fucking nerds and shit talking shit. They're to the point that I was like, I said what I said. If you don't like the video, don't fucking watch it. It's so funny how people just put their contradictions out there. When they'll defend a person that says, "Oh, I never played the game, but it sounds amazing. I know that this is a great game, this and that, but I never played the game." They're praising it. As long as they're praising it and stuff, it's fine. But when a person fucking stick their nose up in it and realize that, okay, this is some overhyped bullshit, the first thing y'all throw out there, well, did you play it? Did you play the game? No. I didn't fucking play the game and shit, because what I saw, I didn't like. Why would I want to fucking play the game? So what is that one? How's it different than the other? That's okay to not play the game and stuff, but praise it. But then, okay. I tell you, that was just a quick witted shit. That stuff blows my effing mind. I'm trying to work better and cursing all the time and stuff, but you're gonna get some slip ups here and there. And I was just about to say it, and shit. That's my go-to, and shit. Okay, so when they're following the game awards and stuff, it's usually not who wins game of the year. That's usually discussion for the months in the past and stuff, going back and forth with whomever online and shit, or what should be number one or whatever. And then they win decisively when you know they're going to win. And like, cause these are not like regular awards and stuff where it's a toss up and anybody can win. Usually with these game awards and stuff, you know the game that's going to get it, you know the game that's going to get it. So I don't know why people were shocked that that this game wasn't going to win. So it is what it is. Damn it. I really want to play that South of Midnight. That was that's another side tangent. We're going to do a video on games that I really want to play first thing by next year, because we're running out of time, man. I'm recording this again on the 14th. I'm not really sure when this one is actually going to come out because of all the other issues that I've had. But we came for the trailers, man. I came for the trailers. It's games that I was interested in seeing. I didn't watch the Game Awards live. I just kind of wait until somebody kind of put them up in a nice little package so I can just watch the trailers themselves. Or I'll because I'm subscribed to IGN and PlayStation, they'll throw some trailers in there and say that it was from the Game Awards, and then you kind of piece them together and then see what you want to see. Few games that piqued my interest. Most importantly was, hold on, I want to make sure that I got the name of it right. Let me get on to my boy's channel, Unnecessary Rambling, because he talked about a lot of these. Let's see. I'll make sure I turn this damn thing down. Okay. Oh, and you know what? And also another thing, whatever the update is, whatever the new Windows is, I've been fighting tooth and nail not to switch it up, to the point that they finally forced me, and I had to switch over on my shit. And that didn't help my situation for having to do this for the third time. But we are going to get into, it was a few games that I was interested in, and the homie Unnecessary Rambling, Brandon Sylvia, he talked about a few of these. First of all, the new Resident Evil game. And for a while there, I was worried. I was worried that this was going to be another POV type of Resident Evil, because I'm okay with those. I played Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 for the first few hours was awesome. I loved it. And then I don't know what it was. It was just, it almost felt like a Metroidvania. Is that weird to say? And it was already weird because it was like the first POV, first person type of Resident Evil, and that it already kind of take you aback and stuff. But I was very invested, right from when you get in there with the family and you getting chased around and shit, and then you get into this like with the black glob and shit. After that, I got turned off. I was like, I don't know. But I really wanted to actually go back and play that game in full, at least for the channel. So probably look forward to that in the next coming months. But love Resident Evil 7. It was okay. Didn't finish it, but loved Resident Evil 4 remake. That was my shit a couple years ago. That was one of my top favorite games. And to the point that I can't wait to go back. I gotta play. That's another one. I have to go back and play that one. Thoroughly enjoyed that. So when this new Resident Evil came out, Requiem, they started talking about this, and they said they was doing kind of a switch on to third person to first person. I was like, okay, but one is going to work better than the other. I'm pretty sure they probably want you to play this in first person, so we'll see how that works. But they showed a little gameplay of this, and it feels like Resident Evil 4 remake. If I'm wrong about that, I mean, it's whatever, but it looked like that. I got that vibe. Then they brought Leon back, man. Leon's my boy. You know, if they stick with Leon throughout the rest of the franchise and stuff, I'll be fine. You can give me some Jill. Hopefully Jill or somebody in here, but not a big Chris fan, but Leon's the homie. So was excited that they actually showed some stuff from that, and they showed the Pragmata. That game is like been talked about for the past 10 years almost, right? Have to be. I might be, give or take a couple years or so and stuff, but that's been talked about for so damn long, and it's finally coming out next year. So kudos to that. That's not one of my anticipated ones and stuff, but I'm really curious of how that one plays. It feels like Lost Planet. That's what it feels like. It feels like it'd be like Lost Planet 4, but a lot of people saying that this is a sequel to somehow connected to Mega Man. I don't know where in the F do you get that from, but I said the F. So still interesting and stuff. Definitely will be trying that out once that one drops. But the one I was very much anticipated for, the one that I that really was like, okay, let's go, is the sequel to Control Resonant. That's hey, that's top business, because one of the games I played this year was Control, and as confused as I was of that game and what the hell was going on, I enjoyed the gameplay so much. I enjoyed the fact that I was basically the female version of Charles Xavier playing that game, man. That was such a fun game, beautiful looking game, mind tripped, crazy game and shit. Don't know what the hell's going on. I got the DLC and I gotta go back in. This is gonna be me just basically just giving you former content, telling you about games that I need to go back in on. Yeah, the DLC for and there was a bunch of it for Control. Remedy can't do no wrong. They've been doing good shit in my opinion since Alan Wake, and really want to get back into that world. But what it really excited me is that it's not going to be like the Control game. It looks more like a almost Devil May Cry hack and slash type of game. I hope to God they don't throw in, this is not a Souls-like. You kind of look at it, you're looking at it and you're like, well, it kind of favors from Devil May Cry to a Souls-like type of game. And I hope it's the latter. I hope it's more in your hack and slash action type of game. But the game looks trippy, and as soon as I saw the people rising up in the air and the red stuff, I was like, okay, that's that was a surprise for me in the trailers that we got and stuff. So was thoroughly excited for that. They had Tomb Raiders. They had two new Tomb Raiders. One was a remake of the original. So that's cool. The last three older Tomb Raiders, again, I will repeat myself and stuff. I got to go back to those because I remember playing the first Tomb Raider of the new era, the 2013 Tomb Raider. I remember playing that one and thoroughly enjoyed that. That was my Uncharted, because at the time I wasn't playing Uncharted games. I I love that. Rise of the Tomb Raider, I did not play yet. I have Rise of the Tomb Raider and I have Shadow. I have all three actually on digital. It was like a sale a while back that it was like all three games for like $20. Like, what the fuck? All that content and stuff, you can't beat that. So I have that on the Xbox Series X. Gotta go back to those games. Gotta put the time in to play those, so we can get to the new game that's coming out, the Tomb Raider Catalyst. That's the one that's coming out in 2027, and the 2026 Legacy of Atlantis is the remake of the first one. You can kind of tell by what she's wearing and stuff. Is it me or does she look Mexican? I mean, there's no problem and stuff, but that shit's crazy to me and stuff. She kind of looked like Jennifer Lopez. I ain't gonna lie. And then on the Catalyst one, she kind of looks like, is it Jennifer Garner? Is that her name? Jennifer Garner? No, she didn't do the Star Wars games. Who am I thinking of? I was about to say Jennifer Hudson. That's definitely not it. I don't know. It's whatever. But that's one that I'm looking forward to. That should be cool. Have you played a bad Tomb Raider? I don't think so. I even like the isometric Tomb Raiders that came out on Xbox long time ago. So yeah, man, I've never played a bad one yet. And then I got like the 1, 2, 3 remasters. I got so much shit, man. I got so much shit. We got to get to these games this coming up year. We got to get to more of these games, but that is going to happen because we're going to change some stuff up for me and the channel itself, man. We got to get the gaming in. And then I think my third favorite was one that I've already known about for a while now, and it's the new Lego Batman that's coming out. That is awesome. Has some mechanics of Arkham Asylum games. You can't go wrong with a Lego Batman. One of my favorite games on the Xbox 360 is one of the first games that I had to 100%, because I'm not a big 100% guy, but those games get you, man. Those games get you. And I remember playing that, not thinking that it was going to be worth much, but it had me hooked, man. Those games are such a collectathon. I'm a low key collectathon gamer, man. If you got a game that's like a collectathon and stuff, and it's all this stuff that you can get and all these achievements and shit, especially when back in the day when I was like really big in getting achievements and stuff, I love that shit, man. The first Indiana Jones Lego game, enjoy those. The almost puzzle like, but still a little bit, on the simplistic side when it comes to the combat and stuff. You're there just to 100% those type of games, and I love it. I remember at the time I was working at the town that I was living in at the time and stuff. I worked for their street department, and it was a lot of guys that I worked with and stuff that were gamers and stuff, big into Halo, and we was always going back and back about, oh, you got this achievement, oh, you play this, you getting this and that, and we was always trying to pad our achievement counts numbers up. And the last few achievements that I had to get on the Batman game was with you had to do with a partner. You had to do with another character. I mean, another person playing with you. And my daughter's mother, well, my first set of daughters, their mother and stuff, I was with her at the time and shit. Didn't want no part of no games and stuff, so I couldn't get the bit. OWS. So I couldn't get her. I'm about to call her out her name. I I couldn't get her to help me get these achievements and stuff. I'm like, look, I'll show you what to do and stuff, motherfucker. Just, it's, red flags. Hey, young fellas, learn them red flags right away. They show them. I don't want this to turn into a relationship podcast and stuff, but I will do it. Learn them red flags and stuff right away. And soon, if they're bad enough, all red flags are bad. But if they're real bad, get the out of there right away. Right away. Anyway, but my guy at the time, I had him come over after work and shit, and we got the last achievements of that, and I 100% and stuff. So that's a good memory of Lego Batman and me and stuff. So this new one coming out, I'm very excited for. So that is that. So I mean, and then you got other stuff that's coming out and stuff that we pretty much knew a lot about. That one game, what's the name of it? That's that plays like a Souls-like, but they promise you that it's not a Souls-like. I'm really excited for that because every time they show gameplay of that shit, it's like that can't be real, man. That can't be a real game. I have to get that one day one. I hope that one's not shitty. You can't fuck that up, man. You can't F that up. But they showing like a lot of the button mechanics and stuff, a lot of maybe quick time, a lot of button mashing, a lot of press this button to get like a sequence death type of thing and stuff. But that game looks awesome. I keep on calling it that game. I want to, what is the name of that game? Because I know y'all probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? So we have Control Resident. We talked about that. Neo 3, that's cool. That's coming out. That's another Souls-like. Games are hard as shit, but they always look so damn good. So I can respect it. We talked about Pragmata. Oh, and we got this one thing we're going to talk about. We talked about Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight. We talked about that, and I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the name of it. No, it's not Solo Leveling. That's already out, right? Fuck. I'm sitting there scrolling trying to figure out what the hell is this damn game at. Oh man, I'm gonna edit this so damn hard. I gotta cut a lot of this shit out because I'm putting my own stuff on the spot. Phantom Blade, shit. Phantom Blade. That's what it is. That's what it is. That game looks awesome. That's damn. And I know that. I done talked about that damn game multiple times already. Phantom Blade. That game is going to be the shit, and really excited for that. But last thing that they talked about on the awards that I was excited for, actually, it's a couple of things. The 007 game, the new 007 game. They talk more about that. Lenny Kravitz is in the game, I guess. He's just there. That's the thing. I mean, you got Keanu Reeves in games and stuff, and this, that, and the third, and they got Samoa Joe in Yakuza games. So why not my boy Lenny Kravitz? I belong to you. You belong to me too. It's perfect. It's perfect to have him in there and stuff. That dude old as shit. And still look the same, man. I need that rich people food, man. That rich people food and stuff, because I'm aging terribly. Anyway, I just gotta get my ass in the gym and stop eating fucking goddamn Culvers and all this other bullshit and donuts. But the 007 game, hey, if it's anything like Bloodstone is one of my favorite 007 games of all time. Y'all remember Bloodstone on the 360? I think it came out on the PS3 too. Look for that on the channel soon. I'm going to boot that up and start a full playthrough on that and stuff. And every game that I play and stuff, I post on my channel, so don't worry about that. But the last thing I seen, the last thing that I was interested in, was the trailer of a little movie called Street Fighter. And it's interesting. It's interesting because the trailer itself really makes you interested in seeing it. Like, and I mean, and that's what a trailer is supposed to do, you know? But you see one of the main things that's an issue. And it's not the visuals. It's not the visuals. It's not even how some of the characters look. We'll talk about Cody Rhodes in a minute and shit, because I mean, it's Cody Rhodes. He nobody had dialogue. That's my issue. And I'm like, nobody said anything. Nobody, one-liner, anything. It's just a lot of grunting and it was just a lot of a lot of little action sequence, a lot of little slow-mo and stuff. 50 Cent as Balrog, looking like the first part of Belly, like DMX and shit, going into the club and stuff. And I wonder if that was like a nod to it. We'll see. That'd be actually pretty dope and shit. But nobody said anything, and that can fuck up the whole movie. Like the dialogue back and forth, the banter, the acting, the voice acting itself, scene by scene, that can mess up the movie. Cause right now I'm excited. I don't care if you want to just full blown push the campiness of it all, because it's a video game. Of course, a lot of people want this serious shit. Now I don't know what the fuck you're expecting coming from a video game live type of thing, you know? And they said, well, I guess somebody did a live version of this, like a YouTuber did it or whatever, and it's like a kind of a short movie type of thing. I don't know. I've never seen it, so I couldn't tell you. Maybe after this I'll take a look at it and stuff after I do more my research. But nothing's wrong with this. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong with definitely how it looks. I feel like Chun-Li got to be a baddie. And I mean, whoever that they got and stuff for it and stuff. Yeah, she looks cool. She looks a little bit on the shorter side, but that could be just, I don't know. They got Roman Reigns as Akuma. That's gonna be like, how is that gonna work? But this shit might be intentional. Them pushing more into this the weirdness of it. But you don't want the cringe fucking dialogue, man. You don't want the like, that part has to be nailed down, man. That has to be, I mean, I'm not expecting the best, but Guile doesn't have a lisp. He doesn't talk with his tongue and stuff in front of his face. Cody Rhodes do, you know? And I'm not slamming the guy and shit, you know? I don't know. I feel like he's not going to even be that much in this. They're gonna show him a couple times. They're gonna do a fight or whatever, but he ain't gonna say much. I don't think he's gonna say much. I don't think Roman Reigns gonna say shit. They got Roman Reigns twin in the game, in the movie, Jason Momoa. Finally, they gathering shit. Them motherfuckers is what do you call that? What's the other word for twins and stuff? What they call them? Doppelganger? Shit. But he's Blanca. Momoa just doing every damn thing, man. He said, forget it. He like, let me do some Fast and the Furious movie. Let me do the damn Minecraft shit. Let me go over here and be Blanca. Blanca or Blanca, what y'all call it and stuff. We always called it Blanca back in the day. We actually called Guile and shit back in the day Gully. I mean, my people, if y'all know, you know. If y'all was coming up back in them days and stuff, well, we used to call him Gully, if you really want to know. But, and then he about to be Lobo. So he putting in work, man. He said, fuck it. Y'all took away Aquaman and stuff like that. I'm going to get my money, man. I'm going to get my money. But yeah, they doppelgangers and shit. That's like big bro, little bro. Yeah, so it looked cool to me. But it was a little small trailer. I'm glad to see it. Yeah, that's but it can't be no worse than the Street Fighter that we got when I was a lad. When I was a young kid in the 90s, going to the movies and seeing Jean-Claude Van Damme. What is this about the guy, man? Okay, so so he already had an accent in the old Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme and stuff. Strong American, and then, the muscles from Brussels, and then now he's gonna be super lisp, and they look like they just put a fucking fade on him and stuff, and they got a while to really cute this shit up and probably do reshoots and all that stuff. So it's gonna be a while because it's all the way in October of next year. That's a while from now, man. That's a while from now, but yeah, we'll be talking about this next year and shit. It was like, damn, this seemed like it was just yesterday. So, but unless the acting itself turns out to be dog shit, this might be funny as hell. Everybody was saying, well, it looks like some cosplay and type of shit. Well, that's what the one in the 90s looked like. Nobody walks around fucking looking like this. It's a fucking video game, you dumb fuck. So yeah, that should be cool. that should be cool. The trailer itself was dope and stuff. I ain't gonna hold you. I was excited to see it. Everybody, Cammy, whatever and shit. Who gives a fuck, man? Only thing I say is stuff like Chun-Li gotta have them legs. Chun-Li gotta have them legs, cause old girl that did it back in the day and stuff, she had them legs, man. That was Chun-Li. She looked like Chun-Li to the damn fullest, man. So just give me something that's entertaining and stuff, and more action than the 90s Street Fighter movie gave us and stuff. They kind of phoned it in. They kind of phoned it in on that one and stuff. But hey, it was the 90s and shit. What the hell? But then they gave us Mortal Kombat movie. What was it, about a year or so later? And that was probably one of the best video game movies of all time, if not one of the best movies in the 90s in general and stuff. So, great movie. Love that damn movie. So, yeah. So the awards came out, clear, obscure. Yeah, it won. So maybe we can get off the forced, the manufactured hype train of this game and let it do its thing and let them start on their new endeavor, because somebody gonna pay them. I mean, I'm not gonna knock that and stuff. Like I said, it's a beautiful looking game. I always said that. So everybody's saying indies, and they're praising it and stuff. Well, they about to get the bag. They ain't about to be indies no more. They ain't not gonna be considered indies anymore. So now y'all gonna shit on it? We'll see. Guarantee you and stuff. The next thing that comes out and stuff, and then it doesn't, then it's not better. It can't even be equal to Clair Obscur 33. It has to be better. Everybody's gonna shit on it more so than some of the backlash that it's getting right now and stuff. People starting to wake up and think that, oh, okay, well, this shit is kind of overhyped. It's a bit overhyped, or people just tired of everybody just fucking drooling all over it and shit like it's just the second coming of goddamn Donkey Kong and stuff back in the 80s. Like, no recaps, yearly recaps and stuff. Do you do recaps? Do you have apps that you use on a daily basis that, track you and and know exactly what you're doing, to the point that they can compile all the things that you've done in the whole year and give you a little playlist of that said thing that you've done. So Spotify people would look forward to those things. They talk about it all the time and stuff. They're the playlist. I wish I know it's something simple, but I'm going to try to share mine on my social, and depending on who I'm talking to and stuff like that, y'all probably don't even care about that shit. because I mean, that's not 90s R&B, 90s hip hop might not even be our bag and shit. But I kind of like these. The game ones and stuff, that is kind of interesting to go back and like, oh, I spend this much time doing this. I played that this long, you know. But I like a good playlist, and I like it, especially if I don't have to make it myself. That's just one extra thing that when I hear a song and stuff, I'll add it, and then I just go about my business. But usually I'll go into like my playlist and then pick whatever song I want to hear and stuff, and then just listen to that shit to death. I'm very odd that way. But I got the Amazon top songs in 2025, and yeah, this one was a little bit on the samey side and stuff. I kind of worked less this year as a driver, and you're driving as much as I do and stuff. That's all you're doing. It's either podcasts, I'm listening to some YouTube shit in the background, or I'm listening to music. Or I'm talking to my old lady. I'm talking to my family. I have my headphones on and stuff, and my head up, and I'm driving. Y'all need to get off y'all damn phones. As a trucker, as a RV driver, as a transporter of all these type of vehicles, I see too much, and I see a hell of a lot of accidents because people don't fucking pay attention, drive, and get the F off their phones. You would think that it was something in their obviously it's something in their lap and stuff, but people don't think. It's so stupid, man. Y'all don't fuck around and kill somebody and shit because, it hasn't happened yet and stuff. No, man. No. A lot of these accidents and stuff that I see and shit, 9 times out of 10, because it happens so much, my head goes to, they were on their phone. And my wife, she'll be like, no, that's not. Yeah, sometimes it is. Shit, majority of the time it is. I think people are getting taken out more because they're on their damn phones than bad weather. And I live in the Midwest. And then when you get bad weather and mixed with people that can't get the F off their phones, you're like a damn torpedo, man, waiting to hit somebody. You're a damn weapon. Chill the F out. Get the hell off your phones and stuff like that. Turn some damn music on. Get your playlist. Press play before you leave the area that you're in, and get the hell off your phone. Shit. All right, but my playlist, man. So they give you about 50 songs, maybe 50 or 60. I think maybe they do like the top 50 songs that I listen to a year, and I guess they go by a minute or how long I listen to them, or do I have them on repeat? All these songs I play to death. I play to death all year round stuff. It missed some things. I'm like, well, where's this song? This that. But we'll go through a little bit of it. So this was a new artist that I checked out this year. And the name is Overcast. It's OVRKAST, and he got this video with Vince Staples, and me. I'm a beat maker. I'm a producer. The beat is crazy. It's simple, but the sample that plays in the background with the drums, the crazy bass to it and stuff, I fucking love that song. And when I get to the gym, which I really need to get back into the gym this coming up year, that should get me hype. Love that song, man. Love that song. That was a new artist that I found, and I listened to the album that was on that Strange Ways was on, and he had some bangers on there, man. It's I think he's from the West Coast. Don't quote me on that and stuff. Kind of resembles maybe somebody from like the Odd Future era and stuff. I like that shit because I was a big Odd Future fan. Dope song. But then we go down and the next 1, 2, 3, 4 songs is from my favorite artist, modern day artist. I'll say modern day artist is Don Toliver, man. To me, he can't do no wrong with stuff. I'm not real big on new era R&B, if that's what you want to call it. But you give me some Don Toliver, man. He can put melodies, the structure to songs, the beat itself, vocals, all that stuff together and stuff. And he can do it in a way that it's just, man, it's amazing. Don Toliver is probably one of my favorite. I didn't put my wife on and stuff. She listens to fucking country music of all fucking things. Make me sick. And she listens to some Don Toliver, man. She get in my truck and stuff, and she be cause she got that one Google phone where it can check what songs playing and stuff like that. It pops up right away and stuff. Then she make a playlist about it and stuff. I be trying to hide my shit. I ain't trying to put you on, but then she likes this stuff. So yeah, the next that was like 5 to 10 from the Hearthstone album, way bigger from Life of a Don. Another Hearthstone song, Backstreets. Y'all write these down, man. Write these down and go look them up, man. Glock. You use the sample from Whitney Houston, you know. Y'all gonna turn me into Anthony Fantano out here and shit. Glock is an awesome song. Love that damn song, man. Then we got some Wale. I like Wale and shit always since back in the day and stuff when he was one of the double XL freshmen. Always been a fan of Wale and stuff. He kind of was doing the conscious backpacking rap and stuff. Then he went over there to Maybach Music. Y'all remember that? And he was like the first one that kind of like switched like on a dime and shit. Like, you know, it was crazy. Cause then you had somebody like Rocky Fresh that was kind of like a backpack rapper. And then he went over to Maybach Music. And it just didn't mesh well. I don't know why. And Rocky Fresh is dope. Jay Stalin, LA rapper. Last year, around this time and stuff, I caught on to some of his songs because I'm a big fan of DJ Fresh, and I had some DJ Fresh songs in my playlist, and you know, they send you like recommendations and stuff, and there was this one with Jay Stalin, and DJ Fresh did a lot of work with him, and I was like, man, you didn't turn me into a fan of Jay Stalin. Love his shit. West Coast rapper, some more Don Toliver, Brother Stone, Lloyd is number 9. Appreciation Day, love that song. Singing about, you know, the people that made him who he is and stuff. One line in there, he's talking about that he glad he went to being a vegetarian. He want to live longer and stuff. Does that work like that though? I don't know. Being a vegetarian and stuff. I don't know. I guess given whatever the source you're getting your vegetables at and stuff in these nowadays and stuff, I don't know, man. But I'm more side to the carnivore thing. But Black Magic by Nas. Nas made about 4 albums with Hit Boy like in a row, and they was going crazy with it and stuff. And Black Magic is one of those ones and stuff, man. They used that sample from I think it was 666 LeChat and Gangsta Boo. Don't quote me on that one. But that, I don't know, man. Love that shit. Number 11 is Mint Condition. Okay, this is what we was talking about, 90s R&B, and one of my favorite bands, one of my favorite R&B bands is Mint Condition. Can't do no wrong with Mint Condition, man. The Never That You Never Know, y'all gotta look that up, man. Love music. They don't do shit like this no more, man. Kanye West, of course. Kanye West got to be on my list. Favorite album of all time, Late Registration. One of my favorite albums of all time is Late Registration. One of my favorite Kanye album is Late Registration. He went the fuck off on that album. Everybody say we want Late Registration Kanye back. He's not gonna come back. I get it. It's fine. He's a clone of himself. I don't know. People say that shit too. We Major. Great song. All right. $1 Million Baby. That is that's my only TikTok-y song that I listen to. Cause those songs usually, because they play so fucking much on everybody's shit, TikTok, anybody's short and stuff. You're hearing that song so much that it drives you nuts. And it's just one of them songs that stick. What is it, Tommy Richmond? I love that song. Then that thing's everything else. It's in Madden and all that shit. I'm like, you can't get away from that damn song. But it's good. It's one of them songs that's actually good and shit. Or is it because it done seeped into my brain like a damn earworm and now I can't get it out of my mind. But he seemed like he really is suffering from being blown up from one song, that one hit wonder shit, because everything I've heard other than that and stuff is doo-doo. I'm like, man, you really hit that one hit wonder shit. I know people probably got fans and like real big fans of his and shit like that, but he struck while the iron was hot. He came out with that, and I think that's it for my guy, but whatever. 14, Love's Train by Dru Hill. Dru Hill, another great R&B group. When Cisco was Cisco and Woody and what's old dude name that didn't do shit? They always said Woody was the one that didn't do shit, but Nokio, he the one that didn't do shit. He was dancing. And that dude ain't never sing. Then you have Big Boy. This Cisco, man, he fucked up the whole shit, didn't he? He went on his own stuff and made a banger of an album. Talking about one hit wonders and stuff. That whole album was that album's a classic. 1999 shit, man. That Cisco album and shit. The Dragon. That motherfucker, he put his goddamn toe in that shit. He was like, I'm about to leave my peoples. I'm about to leave the boys and stuff. I got to do this shit right. And he went on there and stuff, and he made awesome. And I can see why he was like, I'm gonna be one of them ones. And he never, like that second album and stuff. I remember buying that shit, and I'm like, this is gonna be the cut. And then it was crazy because it had like, the CD had this like promotional video where he was like talking in like a emoji. He was like one of the first ones that had like an emoji of himself, and he was doing this whole like promotion thing about the and you got like this extra bonus disc, and I can't for the life of me, other than that one single that he made with Teddy Riley, I can't think of any other song on that album. That was such a letdown. That was disappointing. I felt bad. I was like, man, what the hell happened and stuff? It just, also, like Cisco, he was fucking with different writers and shit too. Like he had Babyface on that first album. He had like John B. Man, he had a lot of people behind that album and stuff. And somehow something happened. I don't know, the resurgence of R. Kelly and shit kind of just blew up and stuff, because R. Kelly was one of them ones then and everything, and he was like the man. And Cisco just had that one album, but he can hold his hat on that shit, man. He didn't just have just one song that did well and stuff. He had a full classic album, and then he had prior to that with Dru Hill, he had great albums and stuff. So, and then he went back with them, and it just wasn't the same and stuff. It was kind of. We was kind of moving on from the old Dru Hill. So Leon Thomas, not from iCarly, but Victoria. Was it Victoria? Old dude Leon Thomas, man. blew my effing mind because I listened to this song. It's not this one right here. It's but this is Love Jones. But the first song I heard from him and stuff, I didn't even know. I didn't know. And then I it's something that I like and stuff. I started doing my research right off the bat. And I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? And this was about a year or so ago. And then I got to tell everybody and stuff. Oh, guess what? And especially like my daughters and stuff, because they loved iCarly and Victoria. There's something else to that. There's Victoria something. I don't know. But, or was it Victorious? I don't know. This is a podcast, y'all. This is a podcast and I'm just rambling on. Damn, we are an hour in it. We are over an hour in it. Oh, my editing ass. This Leon Thomas, man, another good modern day R&B, but he's been in the game for a minute. He's wrote for a lot of your favorite singers. He had something to do with it. Very good writer. Glad that he's getting the shine on his own stuff. He can't. I think every time, because when they have interviews with him and stuff, they got to add the Victorious shit into it and stuff. He can't get that stench away. I mean, I don't know if he even want to and stuff, but he kind of like what's the dude that played Steve Urkel? Like, they don't even talk about him being the voice of Sonic and shit like that. He can't get away from the stench of Steve Urkel. And I know he probably regret that shit. It's like Alfonso Ribeiro and stuff. When you see Alfonso Ribeiro, even though he's doing the celebrity dance shit, you see Carlton. And he said he don't even like that shit, man. They were like, yo, do the Carlton stuff. He said, I ain't doing shit. Talking about dancing. Dance for me, bitch. Hey, I feel you, man. Don't tell me, oh, dance. I ain't dancing for you, bitch. Oh, I go on a damn rant. Leon Thomas, Love Jones. He did that one with Ty Dolla $ign and stuff. Love that song, man. Number 16, I'm Good. Old Clips song. I'm a Clips fan. New album came out and stuff. Malice, he hungry, bro. Hungry. He rapping like he trying to get that check. He rapping like he ain't been signed yet, man. Great album. But this is from To the Casket That Drops. I'm Good. Love that song. Love the melody. Pharrell in the background with the I'm looking good. I'm looking good. that shit. I love that shit, man. Go watch Lupe Fiasco. Great line in this song and stuff. Love it. I love Street Fighter 2. I just really hate Zangief. Only Ken and Ryu. I find it hard to beat Blanca. That crazy, man. What the Lupe do not get his flowers, man. I know they was like he was the Kendrick Lamar before Kendrick Lamar, and they kind of discrediting Kendrick and what he's doing and shit to big up Lupe. You ain't got to do that dumb shit. You got A and B. You got Michael Jordan. You got Kobe. I'm not saying they Michael Jordan, Kobe, but I'm just saying like you don't have to discredit the other one to big up another one and stuff. Y'all need to stop doing that goofy shit. Lupe Fiasco, go watch. If y'all ain't never heard that and stuff, that hey, Hit Boy. Listened to a lot of Hit Boy last year. A lot of his father. This one blew my mind and stuff because I didn't know that Big Hit was his dad. I was like, well, and then again, I had to do my research and shit. Yeah, Hit Boy always was a fan of his production and some of his, because he's a rapper too. But Big Hit all last year was killing it. He made that album with Alchemist. He did that shit with Hit Boy and stuff. He did that album with Game. And he was out here for a good summer, man. A good year. And he was like hungry and stuff. And he old as hell. That's telling you that everybody talking about these young YNs, rappers and stuff like that. They ain't saying nothing, man. You got to go back to the old shit. And Big Hit came out like he was new. And I guess he got arrested again. Or he went back into jail. So that sucks. Some notables and stuff. I don't want to go through all these there because this whole podcast is just going to be forever. When They Remember, Freeway, I was talking about that on the Def Jam Fight for NY one of the videos that I posted for that. Road Rage, Young Thug. Love that song. Anything You Want by MC8. Classic song. Look these up, man. Write these up. Temporary Relief by Petey Crack. If you can find the original, because for whatever reason and stuff on Amazon Music, they have the Temporary Relief song, but it's not in full. It just has Petey Crack first two verses. They don't have the Askino verse on the at the end. So I don't know what's up with that. Another Don Toliver song, Leather Coat, great song. Rolling Through the Hood with Khalees and Khalees, Neptunes, Chad Hugo, Pharrell. Y'all gotta give the Chad Hugo his flowers and shit. Great producer. Just because he wasn't drinking the Kool-Aid no more. It was like, y'all in some weird shit. I made my money and stuff. I'm gonna chill in the back. Free Soul, Be Yourself. I like to play that shit with my son in the truck and stuff. It's some positive words in there. Can You Handle It by Usher. Confessions is probably Usher's best album ever. I don't even know if that's even debatable. Then you got some rock. Okay, I done had my share of girlfriends that listened to rock and shits when I was from being a young teen all the way up to I got older. My wife, she doesn't listen to rock and stuff. She listens to country. Bleh. So I listen to my share of rock music and stuff. System of a Down, that's my shit. Old Limp Bizkit, old Korn. Cause I came from that era and stuff, and we used to listen to everything. And coming from me and growing up in Indiana, in the area that I was in and stuff, that's what you had. So we listened to Korn, Limp Bizkit, and Master P, Eminem, all that good shit, man. Fuck out of here. But I listened to I was like in rock music heavy, and then as a gamer and stuff, you learn new rock music by playing what? What you play? Guitar Hero. That boom period where Guitar Hero was good. Guitar Hero 2, 3, Aerosmith Guitar Hero, and then the Metallica Guitar Hero and shit. And a lot of songs that I started to get into and stuff is because of Guitar Hero. But Tom Sawyer by Rush. Is it Rush or Rush? Tom Sawyer, great song. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, the Leon Thomas Crash and Burn. That was the first song I heard of his. And I was like, who the hell is that? Who the hell is Leon Thomas? And I looked him up. I said, oh, that's the damn kid from the shits. Sucker Free, Tyler, the Creator. Great song. That made it on the playlist. Still Yours by Bryson Tiller. Damn 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 by T Wayne. That album that did we get a full album by T-Pain and Lil Wayne and stuff? I'm not sure, but I used to have this song on like a CD mixtape, and it was on here, and I played the shit out of that. Lemon Pepper Steppers, Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo 2 this year, great album. Some more Don Toliver, The Root, D'Angelo, R.I.P. man, that shit. I've been listening to D'Angelo and stuff since he was put on, and yeah, that one sucked. And Voodoo was shit. They got me through some shit in '99, early 2000s and stuff. That album, and he was one of those artists that he can dip out and be gone for a few years and come back and make a classic. And I talked about this on a video, on that Def Jam video and stuff, because it happened around that time. And yeah, that one sucked. He passed away way too early. way too early, gone too soon. Great artist, great writer, great instrumentalist. Yeah, that one sucked. The Root, man, listen to that song. One of the best songs on Voodoo and stuff. And I didn't warm up to that song for a while, because I was just a big fan of How Does It Feel, and send it right on to you. Send it right back to you, I should say. But yeah, yeah, sucks. Another Don Toliver, Between the Sheets. This always every other year stuff kind of slides into my playlist. Isley Brothers, if you know, man. It's a reason why you playing that shit, Hey, it plays, and it's me and stuff is gonna be playing on repeating for a long time. You feel me? Ace Trumpets for them Clips, like I said, their new album came out and stuff. Great album. My favorite Jay-Z album, everybody will say pretty much, they'll give you the boring answer and say it's one of the Blueprints. Or Reasonable Doubt. Everybody say Reasonable Doubt, to the point where you really didn't listen to Jay-Z shit. Reasonable Doubt is good, but low-key sleeper album of Jay-Z's of all time is American Gangster. He made a full album for a movie, another great movie by Denzel Washington. And the production by DJ Toom in there, just Jay-Z was going crazy on that. And that could have been such a throwaway album. And, and he retired and came back and retired again. That album was great. And I always love the promotion of that, where he's doing all the album covers. He's doing all the poses from the album covers and stuff like that. That shit's crazy. Stuff like that you see, if they show that shit now, people will swear that shit was AI. And they did that shit in between shots. Great. Nutmeg by Ghostface Killah, Supreme Clientele. Another great album. One of Ghostface's best. You could say Iron Man. I say Supreme Clientele is the best Ghostface Killah album, in my opinion. Some people will probably say Iron Man. Then they say, well, only built for Cuban Links is Raekwon, but it was heavy featured with Ghostface on it. So you can argue with somebody on a damn podcast and they'll tell you back and forth that was a Ghostface or a group album or whatever. So whatever. Zane, Sending My Love, classic R&B song with the Jodeci beat. Can I Talk to You beat? What's It All About? DJ Fresh, Johnny Dang, Mexican OT. You got Skinny Suge at 48. Another Freddie Gibbs. New Era, another Overcast. That's 49. And then Big Dog by Benny the Butcher, man. Benny the Butcher, he'll make some shit. Especially if he on a Alchemist beat. So yeah, and I kind of breezed through some Tiramisu by Don Toliver. Big Don Toliver fan. And they did the whole recap thing and stuff. And they said that was your top artist. My top artist was Don Toliver. My top song was Strange Ways by Overcast. So yeah, so kind of like to have those little playlists and stuff, and they do those over the year. Kind of get excited and stuff when those come up and stuff. Man, we talked about that for a little bit. This, and I've talked about this sort of before. And this is like the third time. So this, I'm telling you, flipping some tables over and shit and whooping my own ass if this fucks up this time. So yeah. And then so we'll get into the games that I played here in a second, but then we'll kind of breeze through my PlayStation recap. So the PlayStation wrap up. I don't know if the Xbox One and the Nintendo one came out yet, but I do play those consoles also. So we might talk about those in a later time. But we'll go through these real quick because none of these games. Wait, hold on. Let's get this up first. get our trophies and things of that nature, but you're not recording this stuff. And like, it's a lot of people that just like me that don't play their PlayStation 5 and 4 a lot and stuff, you know? So damn. So I wish my son was here. I mean, I showed him this already, but the first out of the top 5 games, the first 4 is games that my son plays. And he's playing this shit like crazy. Why? Because he's jobless. And he's not an adult. And he don't have to deal with all this shit. Minecraft, number 1. I look at this shit. I'm like, God damn it. He was Minecraft crazy. I was like, was you playing this shit when we tell you to go to sleep and you didn't turn this shit back on and stuff? Because 171 hours. You know what I'm saying? 171 hours, 33 trophies. How? I mean, and this ain't the first time he's playing this. I know for sure because he done played this stuff throughout, played Minecraft throughout the years. I know you used to play it on my Xbox Series X a lot, but he didn't switch over to the PlayStation 4 because I gave him my PlayStation 4, and he didn't went hamburger helper on some Minecraft. 171 hours. What in the hell? Then he was big in football. My son played tackle football for the first year, and he swear to God he thinks he's AJ Brown. He swear he's AJ Brown. He swear that he's Saquon Barkley. More power to him and stuff. Hey, if you can get your talents out and get us, hey, get your old man a house and shit back later and stuff. Hey, let's get to it, man. Let's get to the field. But yeah, he played Madden 25, 71 hours. He was killing it. And number 3, Fall Guys. Now, Fall Guys and stuff is kind of a time sink. I actually like Fall Guys. I'll play some Fall Guys and stuff. That's probably one of the only games I'll play online and stuff. So that a couple of hours might be me and stuff, because I'll go in his room and I'll play that a little bit while he's not around and shit. You can that's a trap, man. That Fall Guys is a trap. You like, I'm gonna play just one and shit, but it's like you got to get that first, man. You fighting for that first, and I've done that like once or twice. Very fun game. Very fun online only game. Free to play game. Don't play a lot of free to play games, but definitely like Fall Guys. So definitely not knocking them for that. Minecraft, yeah. Then you got, I said, number 2 was NFL 25. He loves football. And then number 4 was Madden 21. I gave him Madden 21 and he fell in love with it. And that's what he played first until he got 25. And now he wants, now he's playing my Madden 26. He had a couple games into that. But number 5 for me is Madden 26. 20 hours. I just got it like a couple months ago. I was late on the party with Madden 26, and I was like, nope, I ain't gonna get it. I popped that in and shit, and instantly started loving the game again. Started loving it. And I'm playing it as a casual, somebody that don't go online and doing all the other extra bullshit. I'm putting exhibitions together. I'm learning routes. I'm really in tune with this stuff, trying to get better as a quarterback, trying to get better in my defense. I love it. And every time I record a session of me playing, I post it. And you see a lot of football on my channel now, and it's because just I'm thoroughly enjoying Madden 26. I've been playing college football 26 on the Xbox Series X. And love playing 2K and shit. Everybody, scrunch their nose up and talk shit about that and stuff, but a lot of people playing it still. So argue with your mama. I fucking love those games. Thoroughly enjoyed this year and stuff. Madden plays well. If they had some, issues with Madden 26. And with the updates that was coming out like every 2 weeks and stuff, they was fixing a lot of things, a lot of issues for single player. And it always feels better to play every time I play it. And I've not had a time where I was like, I don't like this. So really enjoying Madden 26. So that was my number 5. So that is that. Okay. So let's talk about the games I've been playing. I'm really going to have to do the timestamps and stuff because I was very long-winded and stuff. But hey, this is podcast, man. This podcast. We're doing it live, and we're only doing these like once a week. Trying to do these once a week. So I got to get it all out, man. I don't do a lot of voice gameplays anymore, and we'll talk about that on another video and stuff. I don't want to make these no more longer than they have to, but we are going to talk about the games that I'm playing, the games that I have been playing and stuff, and been playing quite a bit of games and stuff. But I picked out 5. I picked out 5 games that I've been playing, and we'll talk about those hopefully very quickly. Last week we talked about the games that I dropped and the reasons why I dropped them. These are games that I've been holding on to and having fun with, and yeah, we'll give these a go. First game, and like I said, you've at least seen on my channel a part 1 of the games that I've been playing and stuff, because I want the games that I play, I'll post everything. I post everything. So whether it's a quick gameplay, whether it's a long play, whether it's the whole playthrough, I'll break them up and I'll put them in parts, and then so to look forward to the next one after that. And then I'll put final after I get it all done. So that's how it's going to be. And on me on this side and stuff, these games that I've already finished, but I'll slowly sprinkle these into the YouTube space, So, but yeah, what we're going to talk about first, the first game that I've been playing, and this is kind of a pattern with these and the pattern is retro modern. Played a lot of retro modern games. The first game that we will talk about is Death Wish Enforcers, and Death Wish Enforcers is a game that is basically like a modern day era retro shooter. Like, think of Sunset Riders, but instead of cowboys, it's like the 70s era cop movie, cop shows, energy, little Dirty Harry, Serpico, your Charles Bronsons, even the black exploitation type of movies, like, Foxy Brown and things of that nature. The characters look like they came out of those films. The music, what I like about it, I should say it as that, is that the music goes crazy. Love the music in this game and stuff. They didn't have to, in a game like this, where you didn't think they didn't have to go that hard for that type of this type of game and stuff, but it is great. The music is so good in this game, and in my playthrough, I'm internet sucking off this the music and stuff. The music is great. It has that funky like crime drama TV show feel to it. At times it even hit like you get to an area where it's more like haunted and stuff. You get the 80s thriller type of tone to it. Old Michael Jackson Joan. Gameplay wise, you got 4 characters at the time, because I think they added another character. You have 4 characters to choose from. I usually use Cleo for my gameplay, but all of them seem to play pretty similar. Even though that they have like one has like a shotgun, one has like a pistol. It's fun, but it can get repetitive. You mostly just shooting and dodging. You collect abducted women for points. You stacking credits. No upgrades, really, other than like extra lives and stuff. It's just straight run and gun. Sunset Riders. If Sunset Riders had a sequel, and I don't know, maybe some of the devs came back and made this, but it's definitely would be a sequel to Sunset Riders. Very fun. Got some titty, got some video game titty in here and shit. And I'm not about to tell him myself and stuff, but it might have some popped in the gameplay. I just told him myself, but I don't know how shit worked, but I thought I edited it out and I didn't, but it's harmless and it's good fun. It's it gives you a ton of leeway how you want to play this game when it comes to like lives and continues. I set mine so basically I was never without a life or continue. You can kind of set it up where you get an extra life at a certain amount of points, and those can be like very, very short, and you can accumulate a life within a few minutes. So it's definitely like you're playing a MAME and you're just hitting select to add on as many credits as possible just to get to the game. And while it's a lot of deaths in this game, that didn't really stop me from wanting to play, because I mean, I had enough lives to blow through it. But it does the one hit thing, and that shit does get annoying and stuff, because some of the characters do run slow. You have a dodge roll or a slide to avoid things and stuff, but it's sometimes it can get kind of packed, an amount of characters that you're trying to kill and you're trying to and bullets you're trying to dodge. So cool surprises, levels switch up, like you're in this haunted area, the zombies and stuff. So it kind of switches up from you going against all these robbers and pimps and things of that nature and stuff. Then you go into these zombies that's throwing like intestines and kidneys and shit that explode and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Kind of feels like Metal Slug when it gets to like those zombie areas. Maybe even the Simpsons area when you're in the graveyard and stuff. It kind of reminds me of that. It has a motorcycle stage. You dodging barrels and stuff. That was probably like the most frustrating and stuff, because I couldn't figure out how to blow up this van and shit. So it took me a while. But that was cool. Overall, it nails that 70s nostalgia. If Quentin Tarantino made a video game, okay, it would be this. It's slow at times, repetitive at times, but it's stylish, fun, and then it's at least worth a playthrough. So highly recommend it. Go check that one out. You won't be disappointed. So that is Death Wish Enforcers review. Next game we're gonna stay into the modern retro thing and stuff, and I just recently posted another video on it, but it's Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is pretty fun. This isn't a straight Ryu Hayabusa Ninja Gaiden game. Instead, you're playing like one of his students or one of his friends, Kenji. The game kicks off with you sparring. It's like a sparring tutorial between Ryu and Kenji, which like doubles as a way to teach you like the mechanics and stuff, which was dope. Story wise, it's there, but honestly, it's the action platforming. It's the action itself that is really more important than the narrative. It's a story there, so it feels like more of its own thing than a true Ninja Gaiden entry, even though it kind of leans into the like a prequel to the first Ninja Gaiden. If I'm wrong about that, you can correct me. If they slapped a different name on it, you wouldn't even connect it with the franchise, in my opinion. I mean, and got like Ryo Hayabusa out of there, I guess. The gameplay is where it shines at. The side-scrolling action game, like with like the melee, the range combat. Kenji got the climbing thing going for him, and kind of like the sticking on the walls, just like Ninja Gaiden. The guillotine boost, which basically is like you bouncing off enemies to like reach the like further platforms and stuff, and you got to kind of time those things and like a parrying type of mechanic. It's slick. It's cool. You can tweak the issue is not more of an issue or maybe even a gamer's curse, is you can switch the settings a lot in this game to the point where you're pretty OP. You can speed the game up. You can slow it down so you avoid projectiles a lot better. You can adjust the damage percentage to be basically not taking damage at all. At first, I slowed it down, but honestly, like this game is better, fast. It's built for that pace. Combat feels forgiving against regular enemies. Platforming and boss fights is where you're going to die at. And that's where I've been dying, is from, mistakes from platforming and some of the later, well, actually it was like the first boss fight I died. So with me screwing up the how I set my damage, I was pretty invincible to the point in which it made it kind of easy to breeze through. But if you want some challenge, keep everything on the default. Learn from me. There's a ranking system, like S tier, A tier, and so on, based on like the combos, the kills, the time that you beat it in, the hidden items and stuff. So it's a completionist jizz dream when it comes to that stuff. So they give you a lot of incentives to go back and play the game again. You got Muramasha, which is like the shopkeeper. These talismans that you get, like the traveler's blessings, so they can get you like full health at checkpoints, or like the bloody frenzy, kind of recovers health during like kill streaks and shit. Like add that to the low percentage when you get hit, and yeah, this game is pretty much a breeze. So when people were saying on videos and stuff that, oh, this game is too easy, and they was complaining about it, making it look like shit. Well, no, motherfucker, you fuck with the settings and you breeze through it just like I am and stuff. So I can't complain about it being way too easy when I added the settings. I set the settings up to the point where I was basically playing on God mode and shit, which, hey, I'm okay with that shit. So this is casual gaming over here, man. You want to get through the game. But like I said, the boss fights were where you die at quite a bit and stuff, because those are kind of pretty challenging. And they do the thing where you can turn off knockback, which is the most fucking annoying thing from our era back in the day. Getting hit and getting knocked back like 12 feet into a ditch. I hate that shit. You can turn that off here, which kudos, chef kiss. That don't even have to be in the game, but I can see if like it's a niche of people that like that type of shit. I don't personally like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. So we're in 2 hours form and stuff, and I'm gonna have to cut this down, but we're gonna keep it moving. Like I said, you meet Muramasha. I talked about that. Then later in the game, you switch perspectives to your other character, Komori, which is from Black Spider Clan, and her moves more lean into like projectiles. So she's not an A and B clone of the main character. So that's cool. It's a bike sequence that felt like Battletoads at one point and stuff. Real fun, dodging platforms, getting chased by trains and stuff. The checkpoints are generous. You getting a checkpoint like every few minutes, seems like, and which I love. Definitely love that. Game about 8 hours long, no real downtime. Perfect for my channel format. I do one level per episode. If you have watched it, look for that Ninja Gaiden playlist if you haven't seen it already. Fun, stylish, worth finishing. Hey, I love it. I liked it a lot. I have Ninja Gaiden 4 that I can't wait to get into. I bought those both together and been waiting for the right time to play Ninja Gaiden 4. Wait a minute. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4. Was it Ninja Gaiden 4? Yeah. So be on the lookout for that. So next game I've been playing is another modern retro game, I should say. And it is Retro Realms Halloween. And this is first of all, it's a cool concept. A action platformer, 16-bit Michael Myers hack and slash bloody type of game. It's honestly where it kind of stumps you is that it's one of the tougher games that I played this year. The setup itself is wild. You're basically you're Michael Myers going through Haddonfield, chopping people up. It's really not meant to be taken seriously, but it leans hard into like the retro arcade vibe of it all. It has another game. It's a double feature, and I was playing this on the PlayStation 5. If I didn't say that, it's basically a double game in one, where it's a Halloween platformer and then it's an Ash versus Evil Dead platformer action game. And the cool thing about it is that you can take characters from Ash and the Evil Dead and play in the Halloween games. So it don't feel like they're just skins or anything like that. They kind of play different. So that crossover, I think that was pretty cool. But you playing a Halloween game, you got to be Michael Myers. Like, what are we talking about right now? So the gameplay is, like Michael Myers. It's slow, a little bit of methodical. You're not sprinting through levels. You're doing some jumps, but you kind of plodding your way for it. Levels are short, which is good for something like this, 10 to 15 minutes. But it's packed with a lot of shit that's trying to kill you. It's packed with a lot of traps, a lot of enemies. You find a lot of secrets. You collect these like candy corn icons and you like use them as like currency. Between levels, you can spend them on upgrades like more health, extending your nightmare meter, which is like this button. You press the circle button and it like switches you to like a different area, kind of like a upside down. Think about maybe the It or Stranger Things, something like that. Like if you're stuck in the area where it's just like a wall there, you have to switch over to the dimension part, and like sometimes they'll show you how to get through it. So the downside of the currency, the thing is that it feels unbalanced. Sometimes you'll finish a level without getting enough of the candy corn to progress or upgrade. So the progression itself can feel pretty slow. Nightmare meter lets you shift, like I said, in different dimensions to unlock secrets, to bypass the obstacles. It adds the variety, but it also has challenge to it. So like all this, the whole game itself is basically challenge. Try not to die. Try not to try your best not to get fucked up and get through it. The boss fights will be your highlight. it kind of sides into like maybe like more like Mega Man fights where you're trying to learn its own the patterns, and you're dying while trying to learn. Once you figure it out, they're manageable. But until then, you're dying a lot. My favorite fight was the Laurie Strode and Dr. Loomis, because that was the most satisfying, because I died so many fucking times. I died so many effing times and stuff. And I actually edited those into the video, and it can't even do its justice. I died so much, but I always felt like I wanted to come back. I didn't rage quit. So that kind of tells you what type of game it is. It's a real fun game, and you just want to get better so you can get through it. So yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal, but super satisfying when you finally beat a level. Platforming is tough. The wall jumps, the collapse platforms, oil slicks. It forces you to go slower than Michael Myers already is. You got to strategize. You can't just be trying to do these for like a quick run. I imagine there's somebody out there that might be doing that, but I guarantee you it took a lot of practice. So, you know, they give you like a secondary weapon, a pitchfork or bombs or like cleavers that you can just kind of chuck over you. That hard dash, that's going to be your saving grace, because that gets you to like your next platform. Sometimes you can mow down a couple of people all at once. It works as a stronger attack when you're just like trying to hack and slash and stuff, and it's not really affecting the boss very much. Overall, it's challenging, but it's fair. It's frustrating a lot of times and stuff, but it's never feel like it was cheap. And it's not a game that you're going to blow through in one sitting, I think, unless you just got it like that. So for me, it's tough but fun, and I definitely plan on finishing it. So yeah, that is Retro Realms Halloween, and then hopefully I'll get a chance to, well, not hopefully, but I will play the Ash versus Evil Dead game also very soon. So yep, that is it. Let's talk about the next game, man. This one surprised me because I popped this in for just some content, like a quick play type of thing, and I ended up in one sitting playing the whole game. It's a short game, but it made my whole day. Like, I didn't want to put it down, and that's the only time I've done that this year with any game, and that's Nuclear Blaze for the PS4. I played it on the PS5. It is a great game. I thoroughly enjoyed this. So the premise is simple, but it's still also unique. You play like this 8-bit like firefighter going to this big facility, and you just putting out chemical fires, rescuing cats, and of like trying to figure out what caused this disaster, like what caused this or who did it. What makes it like stand out is like the atmosphere itself. Even though it's like pixel art, the music shifts. The music is great. It does this like calm chiptunes thing to, you know, cinematic tension, and giving it like almost like a survival horror vibe to it. So, but instead of like guns and monsters, your weapon is a water hose, and your enemies are just the fire. So as you progress, you unlock new stuff like being able to spray water upwards and spraying while being able to be like on top of ladders, which is like open up new strategies for like tackling like some of like the highest spots and whatnot. Ton of secrets, hidden rooms, collectibles, files that kind of expand like the narrative, which would, you know, give you trophies if you collect them all. Definitely, they want you to play this multiple times. It's simple, but it rewards the exploration of the game. I have the full gameplay on the channel. Man, go check that out, man. check that out. The gameplay is like, puzzle platforming style. You're finding keys, turning on like the valves, activating sprinklers, draining water to access new areas. It's chill. It's a chill game, but yeah, it keeps your brain working. It's a thinker type of game. Lengthwise, it's very short. I did it within 2 hours. You can probably beat it with 2 to 3 hours. And that was bite size. That's great for me. If you can get through a game that's this good and get through it quickly, I have no complaint. I got my money's worth. Definitely, if you want a break from like a massive AAA game, you really will want to check this one out. Honestly, I really have no negative about this game. None whatsoever. I have no complaints about the time frame. I don't complain none about anything to do with the action itself. Music was great. Everything was top notch about this game. It's not perfect. It probably could be some more could be done with it, but I have no negative about it. I started it just to get a little bit of content, and I could not put it down. And that always is a sign of a great game when you're just in it for a few minutes and you look up and it's been 2.5 hours. So Nuclear Blaze, small, but it's definitely a game that I'm gonna remember. Chill, rewarding. Definitely worth checking out if you want something different. So yeah, that was just a quick impression on Nuclear Blaze. I really thoroughly enjoyed that. The atmosphere itself is worth playing. The eerie tones of things and stuff. I love that. So we'll leave that there, and we'll talk about the very last game. And the very last game that we're going to talk about today. And then we're gonna wrap this up because this has been long as shit. And mind you, I've done this already 2 times, 2 other times. This is the 3rd time, my guy. This is the 3rd time. Fuck. I'm telling you, y'all might not see me for a while and stuff. I won't have the energy to do any damn thing to load any fucking thing if for this don't act right and shit. And hoping that this microphone has been close enough to me that I haven't been screwing that up to. The audio, man. Audio is it's a pain in the ass sometimes to do content, but it's also fun. I really enjoy it. So the last game that we're talking about might be the best game I played all this year. And that's Warhammer 40K or 40,000 Space Marine 2, or is it Space Marine 40,000 Warhammer? Or is it Space Marine 2 Warhammer 40K? Whatever. This game is great. This game is fucking awesome, man. Having a ball playing this game. This game is pure intensity from right at the beginning. Non-stop. Combat is brutal. Some of the best visuals I've seen on a game this year. It feels like a throwback to a Xbox 360 PS3 era game. This is pure 360 PS3 type of jank, and I love it. These are the games that need to be coming back now that everybody's on this single player train and stuff and campaign train. These are the type of games that need to be funded to come back today because they're doing some wild, fun shit. And this was a fun game. The world design is massive. It's immersive. You're fighting through apocalyptic landscapes, burned forests, ruined cities. The hordes of aliens like swarming like in the distance, having wars with other people. Sometimes you can see battles happening from afar that you're not even a part of. And it just adds to that type of chaos. And I love it. The combat, though, is the star here. melee weapons. You got axe. You got just regular knives, chain swords, like some Gears of War shit. The guns are awesome. Pistols, sniper rifles. Every weapon feels heavy. Everything, every shot is made. You can feel it. This actually, I kind of probably should have got it for the PlayStation to use the haptic controls. If that is that even allowed, I'm not sure. But you can feel it. And I was playing this on the Xbox Series X. It's just mowing down enemies and stuff is just so satisfying on this game. Throwing grenades in the swarm, mowing them down and stuff. Using your saw blade is to me, that's peak. That's the type of gaming that I want. And the finishers are brutal. Blood effects is crazy. Blood everywhere, blood soaked on your armor. Just different varieties of ways to kill these xenomorph things and stuff. It just to keep it fresh. It's crazy. I have the Xbox 360. I guess this is a sequel to that. It's not a remake, but I have the first Space Marine that I really need to try out soon. And it has the protagonist Titus in the game, and so he's returning this time. He got demoted, and so now he's doing like grunt work again. He got his two boys with him. Is it Gadriel? I'm probably butchering their name. Gadriel and Shirion. And they just not background characters. They not just do nothing NPCs like NPCs. If you like a lot of games are, they revive you. They fight alongside you. They have their own like story arc. It feels like a co-op. So that part is cool. The story itself ain't the strongest. It's enough to keep you invested, but if you're not deep into like the Warhammer lore like I am, the gameplay is going to be the thing that carries the experience, and that's what I need. Negatives: movement can feel slow. You're wearing this heavy ass armor, and sometimes the missions require you a lot to go like a lot of back and forth. Fast travel would be great for a game like this, but map shortcuts would have helped. But they don't seem to have it. If you're not good at parrying like me, you're going to struggle. This game leans on that mechanic, and I'm very slow because I'm old as shit and I got old man brain, and sometimes I'm trying to parry and it's not parrying like I wanted to parry. So but if you can pull it off and stuff, they got some dope sequences to it. You can really do some cool shit. It's a cool ass game. It's a cool ass game, and it's fun. It has challenge, but it's that fun type of challenge that if you die, you want to get back into it. Hordes can like overwhelm you, so you really got to strategize how you tack on to some of these enemies. They come from every single angle. They shooting you from the sky. they shooting you from other areas. They swarming about you and stuff. You gotta really, and that's another part of the charm and stuff that you really have to. You get almost overwhelmed, and you trying to that you over here freaking out and stuff, and then you hit your super and you turn like Goku yellow, and you just wiping them out and stuff, which is I find that pretty cool and stuff. Different variety weapons. The one that stand out for me is like when you're in this like pitch dark lab and you have this like blowtorch and you just light motherfuckers up. You can't see them. Only time you can see them is when the flames are flying and stuff, and you see just a swarm of these damn things, and you trying to push them back, and you trying to melt these motherfuckers. God damn, that shit is so damn fun. It is so fun. So it's tense, cinematic. I'm definitely not gonna forget playing this game. This definitely is worth a replay after you're done. They need to bring another one after this one. Game is brutal, but it's beautiful to look at. Incredibly fun. Definitely one of my favorites this year. I don't have a top 10, and I wanted to talk about that in this, and actually talked about it in videos prior, why I don't have a top 10, but we'll go back to it on next week's video. We'll talk more about that, because I kind of leaned over to more of the the music playlists and stuff, man. But it's fun nonetheless. Fun game. Didn't want to play. I had it on the shelf. This was a backlog game like crazy, and I had this game almost. I bought it in like February, and I had it that this long without playing it, and I hate my own ass. I hate my own ass because I didn't play it until now, because it's a damn great game. So, any of these games, have you played them? Are you thinking about playing them now? Is this any of these games and stuff is kind of pique your interest and stuff, man? I recommend all these. Play them all, buy them all, play them all and stuff, you know. So, however you want to do that. So that wraps it all up, man. That wraps it all up. This podcast, this was a long one. This was longer than last week's, but it's fun. It's fun. And after I got over the first couple of failures and stuff, I feel a lot better and stuff, because I get so excited to do these and stuff and talk about this stuff. So, and I had time to do it. So if you watched this whole video, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Let me know that you watched the whole thing. Tell me what you think about the games. Tell me what's on your playlist. Let me know what games you're playing, what music you're listening to, what you think about the Game Awards. Did your favorite game win Game of the Year? And how I'm a piece of shit for not liking it. You can do that too. Engagement. That's what's been lacking. We've been getting a few other subs and stuff. The subs been going up. We're still at the goal of 500 subs. Hoping to get that before January. That would be awesome. But what we did so far and stuff is cool too. Definitely, I am happy of how the channel's going. Still don't know what this channel is mostly about. I mean, it's always going to be gaming, but it's kind of formatted in a way that I'm just doing whatever and I'm putting it out there. But really look forward to these podcasts every weekend, because I feel like I can push one of these out and stuff, and it's a lot of stuff that happens throughout the week. There's a lot of topics that I want to talk about, and I can do these for the next few weeks now and stuff, instead of trying to put something out like this every day, because it just doesn't work like that. So look forward to more gameplays. Look forward to more video game content, more podcasts, more reviews. I'm OWS the King for OWS the King Gaming. Anybody that sat around and listened to it, had it in your background and stuff, is greatly appreciated. Appreciate y'all. Be safe out there, and I'll catch you soon. See you on the next one. Peace.